Ryan, I want to make a video real quick. I'm having one of those days where it seems like everything's coming against me. So, what a better reason to get through this type of day, this type of hellhole day of my own brain trying to prevent me from doing something. And I'll explain how that happens. Um, it happened because I couldn't find my cell phone. I couldn't find my cell phone, didn't know where it was. I happened to put it underneath my to-do list, and I was looking everywhere for it, and I was getting really mad because I couldn't find it, and it was just sitting underneath there. Then when I got it, it wasn't working. Like, nothing was working. And then I'm like, hey, I want to make a video, and I can't get no peace and quiet, and the rain is just, it's all loud over there. So who cares? You know what I mean? I'm just gonna try to get through the video because I need to get a video done, and it's kind of like self-sabotage or something going on with me, where I'm just angry and I'm upset, and I probably should go and like I was thinking maybe go to the park and make the video, but then I'm just like, screw it. I'm just gonna make the video right here. I don't feel like getting in my car to drive somewhere because the type of day I'm having right now. It's like my car will break down or something on the way over just to drive to the park. So I'm just not going to do that. So I decided, it's kind of funny because like when I'm having a day like this, I'm trying to get out a video, but I want to talk about my personal emotions and what I'm going through. And I guess the reason why is to show that sometimes you're not going to have a good day, but you still got to do stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to prove that you could, I don't know, most of the time on days like this, I'll just put things off and just save it for another day. But I've been putting things off for like, I think 2 days now, so I don't want to put it off. So I'm fighting with the forces that be, the powers that be, whatever is going on right now. So I just wanted to talk about how I got things done. Okay, so one thing is that I was having trouble sleeping lately because of my son. He's up all night playing his video games and talking with people, and when I wake up in the morning, it's like I'm awake, but I'm asleep in my mind. And my mind is like asleep, and I can't concentrate. I can't do things. And then I realized it's because he's staying up and his TV is on, and it's like this like light glow constantly, so I can't get a good sleep. And so to get rid of that, if you have that problem, as far as like if you feel like you're you're awake, but you feel like you're asleep. Now my battery's running out. Okay, so if you wonder why do I feel like I'm awake, but I feel like I'm asleep, I can't get anything done, just go like this. Just go like that. It'll hurt, it'll give you a headache for a bit, but just do that as hard as you can. Because what happens is it's like all your juices or whatever inside your brain, whatever is going on, it's like it's not awake. It's like asleep. And when you do that, like you'll feel everything shake around, and it may not be the most healthiest thing for you, but I'll tell you what, like just keep doing it, and eventually you'll be awake. Like you'll be awake, but your brain will wake up. And we used to do this when we worked graveyard shift. When I worked the late shift, I noticed a lot of graveyard people would do that, and they would go like that, give themselves a shake and wake themselves up because you have to do your job and you have to be awake. But people are like zombieing around and falling asleep. But you don't want to feel that way, right? You want to feel awake. You want to feel good and awake. And so I noticed we would do that. One of the older guys used to do it, and I started doing it, and just shake it off. And you could feel your head, you could feel all the pain of like a headache. But if I get a headache, I'll just take some ibuprofen or some Tylenol or something for the headache. But usually it just hurts when you do it, but then after you're done, it's like you're awake and you feel like hey, I'm thinking now, like my brain is like operating better. Um, and I don't know the scientific reason behind that, but I did that, and then all of a sudden I was awake and I was able to do stuff. I started writing down in my to-do list and stuff like that. So I was trying to get at, when I was doing really good, what set off what was it that helped me to like start doing good? And I wrote down a few things, and I put I challenged myself to do it. So I challenged myself to do it, and I guess that makes it fun, and it makes it to where you can't really lose because you're doing a challenge. You're challenging yourself, right? So when I want to do something, I challenge myself. Like, challenge yourself to do it. Like, challenge yourself, and make it like some sort of challenge where it might be a little bit difficult. And then I wrote down, ask yourself, how would you feel if you did X thing? So ask yourself how you would feel if you finished, if you accomplished it, if you did it, if you became that person who like did that. So challenge yourself. Like, if there's something that you want to do but you don't know if you could do it, challenge yourself. Okay, so I challenge myself. I challenge you to do this. And then I'm like, okay, the challenge is on. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try, and I'm going to attempt. And if I fail, it's not going to be that bad because I challenge myself. Okay, then ask yourself, how would you feel if you did it? Like, if you accomplished it, if you achieved it, ask yourself, how would you feel if you did that thing? So, most of the time when I think about the accomplishments that I've done, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, hey, I did that, and I feel good about it. Okay? It gives me a good feeling. Then I wrote down a sense of accomplishment. And then I wrote down a certificate. Sorry, a certificate is what you receive as proof of your accomplishment. And so I wrote these things down because I was just like brainstorming, I guess. A sense of accomplishment, like after you complete something and you do something, you get that a sense of accomplishment, and the bigger the thing is, the more sense of accomplishment you get. You feel good about yourself. And then a certificate is what you receive as proof of your accomplishment. So if there's a chance that you can receive a certificate, that helps because you have that you could always look to. But if it's something that you're doing on your own that you can't receive a certificate, people will ask you if you're really good at that or whatever. They'll ask for proof, and you'd have to have some sort of proof. Usually the proof is because you can repeat it. So anyways, this was just a video I wanted to make real fast before my battery runs out. I just wanted to repeat, challenge yourself. Okay? Set a goal and make a challenge and challenge yourself to do it. And then if you need further, something to propel you, maybe ask yourself, how would you feel if you did it? How would you feel? And most of the time, you're like, man, I would feel really good if I was able to do that. So these are just particular things I just thought. Maybe right now, for what we're going through, this is not like the best message or anything, but this is what helped me lately because I've been feeling a little bit, I don't know, from all this self-quarantine things, I just haven't been feeling the best. And so I started brainstorming, and this is what I came up with. So I hope it helps you. This is another video from me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, have a good day. This is Ryan. I'm out.